In March 2018, a 22-year-old nursing student named Haley Anderson vanished from her off-campus residence at Binghamton University. Haley shared an apartment with her close friends Josie Arton and Michelle Tapali. When Haley first disappeared, her roommate Josie Arton wasn't overly concerned. However, her worry escalated the following day when Michelle used the Find My Friends app to trace Haley's phone to the apartment of Orlando Tercero, a fellow nursing student. Orlando Tercero was born in Miami, Florida, but raised in Nicaragua, his family's place of origin. Haley and Orlando initially crossed paths in class, but their friendship didn't solidify until Haley's fourth year at the university, when they coincidentally met at a party held at Kevin's off-campus apartment. Kevin happened to be Haley's boyfriend, and as time passed, Orlando, Haley, and Kevin grew closer. Kevin even extended an invitation for his newfound friend to join his fraternity, which sought members who would have good rapport with each other. This arrangement seemed to work well initially, particularly because both Kevin and Orlando shared Hispanic backgrounds. However, the situation changed when Kevin and Haley temporarily separated and Orlando breached the boundaries of his friendship with Haley. Although they shared some romantic moments, Haley made it clear from the start that she didn't want a committed relationship with Orlando. Their connection evolved into an intermittent on-and-off affair. Despite this fluctuating relationship, Haley never completely severed ties with Orlando, particularly after his fraternity colleagues pushed him out for sleeping with her. Following this incident, Josie Arton observed that Orlando began to visit their apartment unannounced. He displayed signs of jealousy and appeared uncomfortable with the presence of other individuals in their apartment. Orlando's behavior was notably possessive of Haley, even though she was not his girlfriend. A big red flag emerged when Haley posted a Snapchat video revealing her car's tires had been slashed. This happened after a party at Orlando's apartment, where he learned that Haley and Kevin had reconciled. Orlando denied involvement and even attempted to blame Kevin. Despite warnings, Haley eventually allowed Orlando back into her life. Almost 6 months after her tire incident, Haley disappeared, even from Snapchat. After 24 hours without contact, Josie and Michelle used the Find My Friends app to locate Haley's iPhone, which led them to Orlando's off-campus apartment. They entered through a window and discovered Haley's lifeless body. She had been strangled to death, and Orlando was nowhere to be found. Orlando had vanished, but the police found a potential suicide note and confession in Spanish. Additionally, the police came across security camera footage that showed Haley and Orlando entering his residence at 3:15 a.m. Roughly 7 hours after their arrival, Orlando was observed clearing the driveway of debris and departing alone. By following a receipt discovered in his apartment, the police traced his activities to a nearby pharmacy, where he bought Zizquil and melatonin, leading them to believe that he may have attempted suicide using these substances. Hours later, Orlando was spotted on camera again, but he didn't travel far. Investigators believed he attempted to hang himself in his apartment's basement, but failed and injured himself. 16 hours prior to the discovery of Haley's body, Orlando departed from his apartment for the final time, carrying his luggage. He embarked on a journey of over 3 hours to reach New York's JFK International Airport. Orlando had his head bandaged, likely as a result of the purported suicide attempt. He then boarded a plane bound for his home country of Nicaragua. The responsibility of apprehending this fugitive with dual citizenship now fell upon Nicaraguan authorities. Orlando initially hid in his hometown, then went to a larger city for medical attention. According to the police report, Orlando was admitted to a hospital for injuries that appeared to be self-inflicted, suggesting a possible suicide attempt. It's conceivable that someone in this location recognized the fugitive, as the story had been widely covered in the news for several days. It was at the hospital that the police ultimately located and apprehended Orlando. As Haley's family grappled with their newfound reality, the effort to have Orlando extradited to the United States was in full swing. Broome County District Attorney Steve Cornwell sought a second-degree murder indictment, but the process was complicated due to Orlando's dual citizenship. There was an existing treaty that did not mandate either country to extradite its own citizens. Eventually, the Department of Justice agreed to try him in Nicaragua. The trial occurred via teleconferencing, with witnesses testifying from the U.S. to a courtroom in Managua, thousands of miles away. 2 weeks later, Orlando Tercero was sentenced to 30 years in prison,